Traveling. No, I'm not. I'm not traveling. I'm at the base. I remember that. So far, I've left off at the base between every session, I think. But that might change at some point. My car doesn't have any repair putty or a battery jumper. Yeah, it does. It's right there. And right there. You're lying to me. They must only consider it... Oh yeah, fuel can... Wait, fuel can is there. They must only consider things packed if they're in my backpack right now, but it seems like too much of a stuff to have in my backpack because they're so bulky and stuff. So my car is repaired. We're trying to make our way to the wall. I think I more or less wrapped things up last time. Stable is down to 0.1. Yeah, we're not researching anything else. Oh, what do you want? From Lynn. Idea for an anomaly petting zoo, highlighting how many of them are docile and even helpful. Call it friends with benefits. No, wait. Uh-huh. Doop doop. Doo-doo-doo. As a furry, there's just a joke waiting right there at the combination of friends with benefits and petting zoo. Do-do-do. But I am far too mature to make that joke. So it basically just comes down to, do I want to craft stuff to help me on my run? Otherwise, we're just gonna head out. Okay, I am still curious about these guys, and I do need to unlock my way to there, so I might as well go unlock this place to figure out how it works. Because we still have not unlocked one of these. I don't know what their deal is. Like, can I fast travel to there without driving the multiple paths, or is it just like a smooth sailing situation? But somewhat alarmingly, both of the routes to get to where I want to go are currently bad. So my current mission is to go through the wall, and yeah, maybe somewhere in here is where Opa is, or maybe she's all the way up here. I think she just said west, but I don't know where she said specifically beyond that. But I should definitely make my way to one of these freeway spots to see how exactly that interacts with things. I don't know, somewhat recklessly, my current goal should be to go straight here. But one, I'm nervous about the portal-y places being bad. I think they've been moving, but I could be wrong. Some of them seem to be places where I just came from, but not always. Now none of them currently are where I came from. But I feel like I should unlock this just to fill in the knowledge of how that part works. So I'm going to do that next. And maybe it'll let, and it probably won't let me go there, but yeah, I'll just have to do another quick run. And I'll maybe just make a couple more repair putty, because they're relatively affordable. And I just want to have it on hand for when things go bad. And I can pretty much afford the space for it, because I have all that space and all this space, so it's not that hard to hold on to what I need to. I think the battery's completely charged. I think we're ready to go. I think we're ready to go out there. So I still remain uncertain of the usefulness of the rift scanner, anchor scanner. Because it really does feel like the anchor scanner is only useful for finding anchors that your map already said existed anyway. But I do think there was that one time where I found an anchor that wasn't on my map, because I don't remember being near one, and I swear it just materialized in front of me. So we're still trying to figure out what the rules are for some of this stuff. I think the back of my car says that something is open. Whoops. Curious fragility, anomalous clouds. I don't think I want to go to curious fragility. I feel like that tells me my car brakes faster for mysterious reasons. So let's go to the place with the scary clouds. Anyway, I think I'm driving to my destination with my doors open. So we'll find out if stuff falls out of your car when it's open, which seems like it might. Or did my thing close? It closed. Okay. I think the back was open. I'm pretty sure that when I was getting, right when I was getting into the loading screen, I think there was a light somewhere on here that said when my doors was open. Alright, so, usual nonsense. Let's go ahead and nab up these, nab up what we can. Oops. I'm very good at this game. That's some pretty color. I do feel like I've maybe let myself get into a little bit of a comfortable rut at doing the familiar stuff. But, I mean, we're only so many hours in so far. I actually don't know how many hours in we are. I've not been keeping that much track. But it feels like the game does expect you to, like, try to explore all the zones, so I don't think I'm procrastinating that much by simply... Because I don't think I'm really procrastinating that much, because I am literally always pursuing a new goal. But the part of me that's running a show feels like on some level I should be trying to perform more... Trying to get more new things to happen by going to the newer zones. Let go of me. Let go of me. Prick. I really made everything mad at me at once. Okay. Is there a thing up here? Goes up towards some sort of structure. Probably that tower. Let's go take a look at it. I'll do a little bit of scavenging since I'm up here. But yeah, I don't know if there is a benefit to fully exploring the environment beyond just getting more connecting spots between different zones, which has its own value, just for being able to navigate faster and take whatever route you want, because you have to like do a dedicated route to unlocking each spot on the map. But I don't feel like I discover like brand new unique lore at every location necessarily. Or that it all necessarily is going somewhere. We don't seem to be discovering like side quests. When they gave me optional dialogue early on, it definitely felt like they were, and it kind of felt like they were like even kind of having a mission a little bit. Is that just this rustling plant? Where's the sound coming from? When they first unlocked optional dialogue for me, and it was tied to those guys, I kind of thought they were giving me side quests. That didn't seem to be where that was going. So it might be that the only value of exploring places is just to have more connective paths between where your destinations might be, and the fact that it's a excuse to pick up more stuff as you go to these places, since your primary goal is basically just to pick up a bunch of stuff. Hello, little bobblehead. Can I tap you? Yep. I was noticing that when I'm looking around, it keeps lighting up every now and then. Makes me a little tempted to remove it, just to remove the distracting outline that happens whenever I look past it, because I'm just looking around. Alright, that first bit of Klim was not very good. Ow. 0.4 is not impressive. But it was a small thingy. Our primary goal here is to go through this zone to get to the next one. I don't see any weird things nearby. Some radiation, though. So it's going to be hurting. Ah. No. Stuff's coming after me. Oh no. Nope. Nope. Oh, I got into a thing that's... Okay, get off. I have a dedicated get off of me thingy. Okay. We good? Dickheads? Okay. Zoom back out so I can see. Let's just get to the end of this road and get out of here. Whew! Do. I'm trying not to prolong this run too much because I'm just trying to unlock the highway and see what it does. And then get back on track to doing the next story bit. I'll make this my one ARTA mission, my one ARTA building for this zone. Okay, the main sound I'm hearing is just a left-right that's behind it. Ta-da! Alright, look, flashlight. Isn't that nice? Anyway, I have to immediately put it down to do this. Yeah, the usefulness of flashlight is dubious right now. But I guess every time you light it, because it's a reusable flare, it'll stay active for that long, so I can switch in and out of it. Without using up another use of it. It is nicer to be able to see what I'm looking at. But I'm not psyched about using a resource for that. Still don't know how to use these. Keep forgetting that I should probably just look up how they work online to figure out what weird control thing I'm probably just not figuring out about them, because it doesn't feel like I'm supposed to be struggling to use them. It feels like they give you clear instructions and I'm just like not understanding how to follow them. By which I mean they just say turn this thing into that thing, and it feels like I should be able to know how to do that. Thought I would do a scan. Yeah, so far I've never found a new one with one of these, so I don't know how useful this tool is. Which is unfortunate. We have 2.4 Klim, which is pretty nice. Let's get to the next map. Okay, I'm a little curious about that. This is the game where I declare my intentions 75 times and then contradict them a second later, but it's a pneuma tube. Those have weird stuff in them sometimes. The paint stripper? Yep. I failed to get rid of the thing in my hands. In the side storage. Ah, I took everything out of the side storage. No. Is that a bad sound? Never totally sure which sounds I should think are actually present and real nearby. See, we'll keep an eye out for plasma. That's one of the things I should always be considering stopping for. If I see the blue power sources, I should try to burst those open, because I seem to never have enough plasma. Random shack. Do 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 do. This does feel like a game that I could just hang out and vibe in and just lose a lot of time to. Something blue beyond those. It's electricity. It's a tower. Oh, it's a plasma tower. Okay. I'll risk it. Shoot me! Oh, here it comes. Okay. I got one plasma. Ah, it's a double! Almost tricked me. Oh. Faster. Okay. It's slightly hard figuring out how long you have to hold it down. When you first start charging it, you can't release it yet. It won't shoot. But it definitely rears up by way more than it needs to. This looks kind of like the first one I ever explored. This might be the first one I ever explored. from the beginning of the game. So we played these zones backwards. There's definitely something weird about playing these zones where, like, it doesn't work the way it logically should. You would think that because I keep leaving through the same handful of initial directions, that it would be a consistent map, and I would be viewing, and every time I left in a certain direction, in a certain way, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm in this place. And you get familiar with the map as you're leaving. But I feel like the game is randomized. I think they're pre-made maps, but it randomizes which map I spawn on every single time. And then it randomizes, what direction you go in to navigate that map. Like which door you spawn at. And that involves sometimes playing the map you already played, but backwards. Which is doing a bit of a Destiny 1. The way that Destiny 1's first DLC, I think it was called House of Wolves or something, was just maps from the Destiny 1 campaign, but you played them backwards. And there was a new story, but yeah, you literally just spawned at the end of each map and ran backwards to the map. It was very annoying, because it was so apparent to me what they were doing the whole time. This is obviously an intentional reuse of assets in a more obvious way, because it's a roguelike-ish thing. This game's at least roguelike adjacent. You do runs. And it's shaped like the way that roguelike maps work in Slay the Spire and whatnot, where you make a series of 2- or 3-way decisions of which route to take that have certain risks and benefits. Like, the map screen is extremely roguelike-y, even if the gameplay doesn't always quite have the same vibe. It's hard to click on that over instead of the one above it. Get around this fence. But I have some mixed feelings there. And I know that the genre has some level of expectation of randomization, but it is a map with bespoke locations. So, like, I kind of feel like this game should just have a constant map, where all the pieces of the map are in the same places every time, and you go through them in that order. I feel like that might be better to just have it be consistent. Instead of how inconsistent it currently is. I don't know if I like that it's inconsistent right now. I'm remembering that I'm in a zone with wandering clouds, and I should probably be a little more worried about how far away I got from my vehicle. Okay, it's just right over here though. So I ended up going around the road back to it. Oops. Like, depending on who you talk to, sometimes any level of repeated content is evil and bad and no game should ever have it. But I actually think that there's a certain cool groove to playing a game like Yakuza or Pathologic and getting familiar with your surroundings as you proceed forward, and using that familiarity as you stab deeper into the unknown. There's a comfort in when you're playing... What's that light source for? Oh, it's just more bulbs, I think. I don't think it's powered by a thingy. There's a comfort in, like, returning to the safe shallows in Subnautica. So the whole world surrounding you is terrifying, and it has a full 360-degree direction of places you could go. So it's a terrifyingly vast unknown you can keep stabbing into. First outward and then downward, and that's why the game's so compelling. But what I think that's really cool about a lot of that game is that you do keep going back to the base that you probably built in the safe shallows in the middle of the map, which is a place that's high up and colorful and has not very hostile things in the area. It has like stuff that feels early game hostile, like the sharks, but then quickly those like are almost adorable compared to everything else you see, and you realize that they have limited aggressiveness and limited range and limited territorialness, and you get kind of comfortable in there. You keep returning to that one spot, but like crucially, even though it's chaotic because it's a huge mass of random coral, and it's like it seems formless, you gain familiarity, and those locations become important to you as you continue forward, and like more and more the shapes of all the rocks and caves become really apparent. As far as I can tell, I can immediately go to a place that I just was at last time, and I think it just gives me a different map, even though it's the same location on the map. And I have like mixed feelings on that, if that's what's happening, which I think is what's happening, because it feels like it should just be the same place, and I should be able to get familiar with the route and get familiar with the commute. In particular, because it's like, okay, I'll do this part, this part, this part. That's like the steps to get that deep. Then you get the next step deep, and here's the new stuff, and it's full of like new hazards and a new map, and you're like, that's the part that's you stepping forward. Shocking speed. Don't know what it does yet. I think they're implying that if you move very quickly, you'll be electrocuted. Or it's when you get electrocuted, you move faster. One of those two things. There's a correlation between speed and shocking there. If it's a punishment for going fast, that would be disappointing because this is the zone where that one logbook thing I read indicated something about, like, going faster at highways. I didn't know if it meant that you would, like, teleport to them or there's some kind of video gamey mechanic for them, or if it's just, like, a very fast-moving piece of map that's just good at... that just makes it easy to quickly travel forward to the next zone. Not sure what goes on there. So this is a different zone. Everything on the right side of the screen and in my surrounding starting zone is all a zone called the Damp Forest. The Damp Forest is all of my immediate surroundings, and then it continues all the way up through here. Oh, there's the blistering. Where's it stop? Okay, the Damp Forest is just the ones with the thick branches. It goes this far. But then starting at F1, the other one... Why does it say dead end, do not enter? I wonder. But I've been there before, too. Oh, so I already have been to one of these highways. Well, I guess I'll just unlock this one anyway. But these are the blistering woods. So there's like a perimeter where it stops becoming it stops being the damp forest and becomes the blistering woods. Maybe all the way around here. So maybe this area might also be the blistering woods inside the wall, or maybe the wall changes the biome so significantly it becomes a different zone. What makes something a dead end do not enter? I wonder. Maybe I haven't discovered that location yet? The road goes to it, so I think I have, yeah. It's a road instead of a dotted line, so that should mean that I've been there before. Maybe not. I'm mixed on the iconography in this game, because the place I'm going to right now has a road instead of a dotted line. Does your current destination always have a road instead of a dotted line? We have like a scanner. I think they call the thing that you pick your path with a scanner or something like that. And so maybe the act of locking it in as your path at the base makes it become roads instead of dotted lines in that moment. That's when the scan plots your path. But I don't know why the F1 says dead end, do not enter, but also has a road going to it. But I can't tell if I've been there before or how exactly it works. Ah, I see. Yeah, no, it's a fast travel point, basically. A new road goes there. So I gained access to these kind of locations by going like here and here and then having it attached to there. We took the long way through the area, but once I discover that road, it gives me the long path that goes directly there, so I can skip to here. So yes, if I unlock this one, I'll be able to skip to here, which makes my trip towards the wall a much shorter, safer path. Got it. I finally get how exactly it works. It literally adds a new road that goes here, which in this case isn't very long or impressive, but that means I want to unlock every one of these I can, because as I get deeper and deeper, it means it'll be easier to get deeper, which is a good sign, because looking at how dense these icons currently are to each other, if I have to go all the way to the end game in a single run, like, it should feel long and epic and earned on some level, but these are dense enough together that it feels like it would take like 15 maps to get this deep. And that is probably excessive. Anyway, I'm learning things slowly. Let's learn what shocking speed means, the hard way probably. Yay. Did I remember to dump my stuff out of my inventory? Okay. No, the loose shocking speed. Okay, what does it say it is? In this part of the zone, dangerous electrical discharges tend to also confer mysterious speed boosts. Okay, so it's a bonus, not a downside. Except for the part where it can kill you, probably. I'm already capable of linking all the gateways. So the main thing here is just how much Clim do I want to farm while I'm here? And the answer is yes. I would like to farm all of the Clim. having shortcuts into deeper parts of the zone also make a lot of sense, because at some point it'll be like, what use is it to even have all these early zones for you? Because like right now I'm using them as like a way of getting more clim as I go deeper in. I'm gonna keep calling it clim. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right or if it even makes any sense, but that's just the word I'm using to describe this thing. I lost the road. What is that? Nope. Ow. Okay, I'm still a little unclear on some of that stuff. Can I approach this thing enough to scan it without dying? The wriggling wreck. Alright, maybe I'll get some context for that thing at some point. So there is like a weird thing that summons lightning around me. But the act of driving through the lightning hurts me. So I'm still wondering what the right response is to have when that happens. Because I do think that the wreck is going to explode on me, but maybe there's a different specific solution I'm supposed to have. At one point I tried crashing into the wreck to see if I could, like, stop it from firing, and I think that just made me get stuck on it. But maybe I wasn't driving fast enough when I did it, but it also just seemed like maybe crashing into the wreck just makes you does not necessarily interrupt it. And then it just fires, because I'm pretty sure it does explode and hurt you if you don't leave, but trying to leave gets you shocked. Although I don't know how much shock damage happens to your car. And what the fuck is that? Oh, that's just, there's just a billion of these speed boosts everywhere. I guess they just put speed boosts everywhere because it's a highway. So that's like in the spirit of things. But I'm not in a hurry to damage my car via unsafe driving if I'm not running from anything. This is a fuck ton of rain. But like, look at this. It's actually strange how there's so much rain right now, but it just doesn't really show up on my windshield. I just know that rain gets so bad so quickly on windshields. So quickly, you're like, I can't see shit. I need to have these wipers turned all the way up. I should actually drive closer because I want to not carry around radiation. Even though getting off the road means I have to drive all the way back and be under attack. Yeah, driving in the rain can be kind of upsetting because of how much it can just take away your ability to see anything. There's something a little funny about this game not really caring about it as much, despite being a hazard game about scaries. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Ow. I was trying to find the exit because I think when those spawn, they're not a complete circle. So it should be possible to get around them. Man, it definitely would have benefited from inventing and from researching and installing that electrical shocks charge your battery thing. There's a lot of that stuff going on around here. Although the sudden charge of the battery might also lead to me suddenly speeding in a direction. Okay, these things are around. They're coming and going. Ooh. Performance dip. Maybe for the first time. I don't love it here. These things definitely seem to exist independently of the wriggling wreck. Like, they can definitely happen on their own or with the wriggling wreck. Now, I was introduced them with the wriggling wreck when they form a circle together and cause me problems, but... What the f... Uh-oh. Ow. Stuck into a tree. Is that a separate mass or an attack? Should I scan that? Don't know how close I want to be. Oh, calm down. You. The crackling crawler. It's coming, 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 no, 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 no. Uh-oh. We're fine. In base 4, I'm fine. Okay. I think I want to turn around, though. That thing had range more than I thought it would have. Alright, electrical zone seems to not have any visitors, so my primary scare isn't really roaming right now. I'm mixed on what to do here because I need an exit gate. So it'd be tempting to do this, northern anchor last. I need the, because I'll need an exit gate, and yet you have to be far away from them to use them. But I see how... Am I still shocked? I'm all shocked up, yeah. But I see how deep into some kind of depression both those things are, and I just don't know how reasonably I'm going to be able to get out of that crater. So I think I want to grab the right anchor last, then try to go over here. That's the range of it. You might have to... So you might have to, like... You might have to drive over here, then go over there. But I don't want to drive down here because it seems like a big dip. I don't know. Is car off? Yes, okay. Let's give it a little look-see. Not much inside. It has power, which makes me hope it's powered by something that I want, but I'm not seeing that. Sun's kind of coming up. I should do some repairs before this gets worse. Okay, the shock is back. The shock is gone. What's that? Okay, so that just happens. The game just spawns things. I wonder if that's connected in the lore to the friendly dumpster stuff. I wonder if you can cause it to happen, like if it's tied to any of your behavior. Like, this is a pneumo tube thingy that just was not here a second ago. Which raises all sorts of questions, because a pneumo tube thingy needs to be attached to a pipe to receive anything. So how is it receiving anything unless it spawns an entire pipe network too with it? There are weird sounds in this game. How's gas? This definitely drains from there. Okay. We're not amazing on gas, but the run's pretty much... The run is approaching over. But I should probably siphon as we go to be a little safe. Right now I'm kind of getting away with just having a lot on me when I start runs. Is that another pneumo tube? Yep. Rubber ducky, ow. Thankfully, we don't have any cancer type stuff going on yet, so the radiation isn't the end of the world, seemingly. I just shrug it off with the magic healing med kit that's back at home. Okay. The topography here is a little rougher than I was expecting. Oh, I'm going towards the waypoint, which might not be the best thing. It's a waypoint that I made up. Is the thing... Okay, it is up here. I was like, my physical waypoint I placed could have missed, so I'm a little... realized that I might have not made the smartest choice by pursuing it so fervently up a hill. But it turns out that I was based all along. Bad sounds are happening. Oh, you little shits. Hey! Wait, oh god. Hey! Get off my car. I hit my own car with that. Don't break the car. Oh, is the parking garage... Did I take off the parking brake or did they? You dickhead. It's in drive, which is non-ideal for several reasons. It could have gone worse. Gateway too close. You have to be really far away from those gateways given the range here. Okay, let's take a moment to nab up some gas. This is a whole ass truck. Unless it's a different kind of truck? The Adra Investigator. Wait, this is full of stuff. Oh, shit. That's a whole wheel. What type of wheel? Summer tire. That's flattened. I can recycle it though. What am I holding? A side battery. Ooh, wait. That's useful. That means I don't have to build a side battery. I can just use it as a... if I could just get a side rack for it. Neat. Ow. Okay, good news. Do you have a fuel spot? Please. Ah, there's a fuel tank. Not as good as getting an actual tanker, but I'll take it. Let's dump my portable tank out. This poor thing. It might be just because it has to be tied to my technology level, or else they can give me a huge advantage. But like, even if I take their tires off, they only have summer tires too. Okay, this is full up. Yeah. I wonder if this drains into that automatically. Game doesn't seem to want to tell me. It feels like they're tied to each other. Okay, so gas is doing okay at the moment. What's that? It's just it's spawning stuff at me again. That's surreal. Okay, well, I'm getting some fucking lore lately. I don't know why I said lore. Getting useful chunks. God, this thing's getting full. They keep giving me cosmetic items, and those take up unique space, which is annoying in its own way. Alright, let's... I don't think I can damage that. I think I can only scrap this tire, and I can't extract it otherwise. We do want to keep some supply. Can I pick that up? There we go. We want to keep some supply of scrap metal coming in because it is an important resource. It's like your staple. You don't want. I don't want to neglect it by constantly just grabbing the insides of houses and never grabbing the most common resource that is usually called out as the common resource by also being the most needed resource. I think at some... What's that? I think at some point we'll have a device we can use to, like, nab things off of walls. Nab it. Constantly hear sounds I don't want to hear. Well, this is the investigator. Good to learn. So there's more building types that benefit me greatly. Not building vehicle types. I'm really good at multitasking now, if you noticed. I play a video game semi-competently and kind of jankily, and then at the same time I say sentences that don't make sense because I'm so busy multitasking that I autopilot into grammatically accurate sentences and completely fail to reconcile the fact that what I said was nonsense. Yay. I think I usually catch it when I say nonsense and realize, oh wait, hang on a minute. But every now and then people are like, what? Is he stupid? Why did he say that? I'm like, no. I misspoke, which is not the same thing as being wrong. Or thinking the thing you say, more importantly. I'm multitasking and didn't catch that I said something weird that didn't make entire sense, which happens a lot. Oopsie. This whole strategy of leaving my car running just does not pay off when I then accidentally turn the keys when I'm trying to aim at the brakes. There are a lot of speed boosts around here. Oh god. Yep. I'm fine. Oh, I'm not fine! Oh, I didn't like that! No! Okay, I'm at my destination. I didn't like that. Oh, that's not the direction the road was going in. That was not the direction the road was going in at all. Jesus Christ. I got... My brain does a thing when I go up in the air in a video game, when I get really high up and I fall. Like, I feel it more than I should in real life. I get like, it's like, I don't think it's oh no, not that, go away. I don't think it's vertigo, but I do get like a head rush of some kind that's like, whenever I fall a big distance. But in this thing, it's like, it should be thrilling on the face of it to just do a jump in a video game, but oh god, are they chasing me? I feel like they're literally chasing me right now. Can I hide under here? If they get me right now, they'll just get a crowbar. I'm not used to them migrating quite that distance. So like I had like a physical reaction to launching that high into the air at that speed. But it's made worse by just the fact that I know that I'm driving around in a jalopy. Like, it's a thing covered in durability meters, and if it breaks, then my run fails in some way. And all that stuff's combining to be just like this moment of realizing that I may have just failed the run from that one hop going badly. Scary? Wrong thingy? Oh, he took my saw blade. Wow, he's really fast. They nab it out of your hands faster than I can even realize what's happening. Does this thing only tick down its timer when I'm physically holding it out, or does it start its timer when I first ignite it? Did I ignite it for a second time and not notice? I might have accidentally ignited it again. I feel like the timer for it plays out in real time. Because it's a flare that you're relighting. Like, it doesn't really make sense otherwise. Alright, so I can't solid blade anything up here. Because my shit was stolen. Which is very rude of him. That's bad. Ah! Did someone steal it? Why did I drop it? Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh hey, it's my saw blade. Why did I drop this? Did it get hot in my hand? Oh, what was that? Oh, that's bad. Okay, abandoning everything else. I was gonna check out that other building, but nope. No! Okay. We're okay-ish. Oh, he's still holding. Oh, he's still on me. Oh, you fucker. I thought I was speed boosting away. I didn't think one of you was here. Oh, you prick. Okay, we heard the bad sound, so I'm dropping all my other goals. There was another, like, structure I wanted to investigate, but right now, there we go. My goal right now is I need to get as far to the east as possible, which I just did, to then go back across this valley to the west one. Because, yep, the bad is coming. Okay. Going to lock in on this thing and fucking book it. Oh no. The storm's coming in from like all sides a little. Okay, we're gonna go. Because I gotta book it across to there. And one of the boundaries of the bad stuff is kind of coming from that direction. Okay, do not aggro these guys, please. It's coming in fast. But it's just across a nice flat valley, and I have off-road tires. So we're decently equipped for this. This would actually be a good time for a shock to happen in a planned way, because it'd give me a huge speed boost on a nice flat structure. A random basketball court. I don't know what it was doing there. Maybe this was a much cooler small town once upon a time. Or maybe it's been nonsensically teleported around. Ooh.
Looks like you're getting
We made it.
things. Well, once you get that unfortunate driving under control.
Don't make fun of me. I've had a hard day. There's a lot of things that are trying to murder me all the time. Ooh. Not a bad time to go deeper in, because admittedly, the game hasn't been super threatening. I have been fine so far. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. I'm not super in danger. There is an element of me in these kind of games. Just the fact, the theming and the feedback and the visuals can all sell me for a while on the threat. It happens in Resident Evil games. We're like, oh no, there's all the things coming at me, which admittedly early Resident Evil games are actually pretty lethal. And it happens in Subnautica and other things where it's like I'm afraid of the ocean and the creatures that I'm seeing in the story. And that does a lot of legwork when I'm admittedly not dying ever in many cases. Like a faster way of doing this. The deposit pants. But like my trepidation and my learning curve are catching up with the fact that I haven't been in that much danger usually. Let's see. Can I do transfer? There is a faster way. You click on a resource tab and it transfers all of them, but although it counts all of these things as being similar, which is a little outside of my categorization system. Don't want to throw away gears, but I think I do just like... Do I destroy the dumpster pearl? Is that how this works? Yes. Oh my god, all those steel sheets. How full is my inventory right now? Oh, that's a lot of steel sheets. Okay. Everything else we want to keep, mostly. Circuit board, yep. Okay, mostly send my bigger objects away. And I think these are, let's see. A side battery could be good. A summer tire I don't care about. So we'll get rid of the summer tire. I probably want the side battery to go into this repair thingy. Incubator cannot repair. But it's damaged. No, it's not. That's its capacity of energy. Okay. It's not damaged. I don't want a summer tire, though. We're good. I've got off-road tires. Ah! Getting too close to other interactables. Okay. What do you want? Hey, Bill. You notice how chocolate tastes different lately? I mean, like, different to back home. Like, kind of slimy? Is it because you're in the United States and you're eating Hershey's chocolate? Is that what's happening to you right now? Big gear. Let's read this thingy real quick before I deposit it. I feel like as I get more storage space, I'm just gonna have a big locker that I put all the lore in, even though I maybe never will look at it again. It's probably in my logbook anyway. I feel like I should, like, keep it on hand. I mean, it is added to this thing. I'm delighted to report that the radioactive shielding has been a runaway success. We barely had trace readings inside the landing module, the command module, and the cargo module. We can now confirm that we have created the most radiation-resistant material humanity has ever known. We've shipped the last of the panels and materials back to Adra Engineering for further analysis, but I see no reason they can't be used again in the next mission. The degradation is minimal. I'm excited to show you the full analysis in person. Meet you at Adra Cafeteria on Thursday. I'm sure I'm doing fine on radiation. I'm probably not even contaminated and gonna be a danger to my surroundings at all. Want to meet up and eat together? I'm doing fine. Can I shred this? Ooh. Turns into fabric. I guess that's the thing to do with these. Just double check that I've added them to my notebook, which I guess is permanent, and then just shred them all. The submarine one. Okay, I definitely have read that one. Off the job. This is the one where they... Yeah, this is where they sneak into Vancouver. Let's see. The weird insects. And the part where the present is an anomaly. Okay, so we have read every... I've been on top of reading all these. Now we can turn them all into fabric. I do kind of adore seeing the return of certain mechanics that we got familiar with in Prey 2017, which is... oh my god, that's 18 years ago. 8 years ago. Wow, I misspoke as a much worse number. But 8 is bad. Oh my god, why is Prey 8 years old? I should play it again. I don't think... No... There would be so little demand for me to play Prey again on the channel. It would not be watched, probably. But I think that game's really cool. And I'm kind of into the idea of playing it again. Put the side battery over here, because I can't put it on yet. No space. That doesn't count as a material, I guess. I have so much fabric. God, Prey 2017 is that old. Got it. Damn. Maybe it's like a charity thing. If I do some kind of like stream outside of the normal schedule, I'd be like, yeah, let's play Prey. Because that's what I need is more... I need even more, crazy schedule nightmares and high effort things to add to the reasons why I'm not keeping up with all the other stuff I want to do. I don't think I read this one. I lost track of the stuff in my backpack. Off the job number 5, Zoned Out, a play in 5 acts. Main roles, Timothy Van Allen as Peter the cartographer, Enrique Estevez as Oscar the inventor, Lucy Tracian as Gillian the botanist, Simone DuPont as Isabelle the mutant tree. Okay, this sounds like a Fallout episode. Wallace Duvall as Bigfoot. Act 1, Scene 1, a forest in a storm. Enter Peter with his mapping tools, followed by Harriet, his colleague. Gosh, this is the most ghastly weather. Oh, one wonders what possessed any of these people to decide to move to this most frightful land. Oh, Peter, I just can't go on. I'm so dreadfully exhausted. They said dreadfully again. No, they said ghastly before. I'm so dreadfully exhausted. I feel I shall expire. Should I take but one more step? Harriet is overcome. Harriet, but only you knew the path back, and your map, it's soaked through. Oh, this wicked wood could well have its way with us. I must find shelter. But wait, is that? Suddenly there's a noise. It's Bigfoot, and he's by. Anyway. Just one? Alright. It's fine. It's okay. Do I have access to anything? Powered boots! Falling resist 35%. I have never fallen in a way that takes damage, ever. But let me get an upgrade to protect against that anyway. Using 100% of my plasma. Am I gonna regret that? I'll keep this in mind, but let's look around to see if there's other stuff I want to do right now. It'll use all of my rubber and plasma right now, and I've literally never taken fallen damage before on foot. And don't know when that'll ever happen. But I do want to get every single physical upgrade I can for my body, because that's just passive upgrades to my entire character all the time. Like, obvi, it's easy. I don't know how to get thermosap. We just gotta probably go deeper in the next zone. Yeah, this requires unstable energy. Increasingly, these require things that I don't have yet. Get an expanded locker. That's always an easy, cheap thing to do. And a silly. I think they give me this tier of nonsense down here because it's stuff that I can probably buy all with stable energy. So at some point they're like, "What do you do with stable energy when you're playing the end game?" It's like, spend it on funny cosmetics. Because otherwise it's probably only usable for like doing the jump or something. I'm guessing that everything that has a yellow highlight means that there's something there that I can currently unlock. And those are like the candidates to check out. Electrician's kit. Okay, this is one of the things. This is one of the main device things, and I think, yeah, I've needed that to unlock, keypads that are broken. That'll be good to have around. I'm not in a big hurry to unlock. I don't even know what I would do with a flare gun. I don't think I want to do niche specializations for headlights and stuff necessarily. Side floodlights is interesting, but I don't know how. I'm a little worried about like the power usage. Obviously, it could be useful to be able to put a giant light on my side of my vehicle for when things get dark. Maybe I should invent this. It only costs Klim and 1 fabric, so it's a pretty cheap invention. Costs more to make one, obviously. I think they make them cheaper to invent when they know that you then have to craft the thing. Whereas if it's a base upgrade, it's going to give it to me physically. That's a bit different, usually. Similarly, not really looking to do specialized upgrades for my doors and panels right now, which are some of the primary ways I can spend Klim right now. I can buy another side rack. It's always on the table, and a seat rack. This is just constantly giving me more storage in my vehicle. These feel worthwhile to just kind of max out. Let's start with the seat that's directly behind my door that I use. Seems like a logical place to be able to put like seat storage or something. Even though the other places where I put it externally on the other side. Next seat rack also is just stable, so I can really get a bunch of rack spot. That might be what they're kind of going for here. A backseat tank. The ability to just put a bunch of tank inside. That's a bit tempting because putting the tank indoors means that I can be passively having a big tank in there. Is more capacity too, but then I could have storage on the outside because I've been appreciating being able to jam everything into my storage on the outside of my vehicle instead of going inside and dealing with that. Fuel synthesizer could be nice. That requires unstable energy. Do you think I want the lightning rod? Means I need to get another side rack to actually put it on. I'll just put the lightning rod right next to my fuel. That'll be safe. Okay, anything that'll help me with the battery will be nice, because that's the one that I'm least sure on how to help be able, well, I have a lot of the resources needed for electrician kits. Side floodlights, lightning rod. Lightning rod is one of the things I'm least sure how best to do. Putting the floodlights on the right side kind of feels logical, because I feel like I pull up to stuff on that side all the time. I'm holding electrician's kit, not the lightning rod. Okay. Yeah, I would like to see this just like charge my battery up automatically. That could be cool. Do I just make the floodlights right now? Or is there something else I want to invent and then maybe end up not doing it that way? I don't have the stable energy to the last side rack, which costs 2, because they're getting more expensive each time. Yeah, last seat rack. Okay. Roof rack, though. Still have space for that. What kind of stuff goes on the roof? I don't know. Do I have anything to go on the roof? XL roof storage. That's not the worst idea, but I don't have space for anything in this menu. Backseat tank. Backseat tank. Gas reservoir? I think that just makes the original tank bigger. Using endgame resources. I'll see about doing a backseat tank. Let's put that inside my car. And then I can move stuff around to put more storage on the other side, maybe. If it lets me buy it. Yep. And there goes my rubber, so I'm not going to be, I'm not going to be doing the thingy with the thingy. Oop. The stuff that I was thinking about. The words and the sentences that I'm definitely thinking about. Oh, the boots. I can't make the boots. Okay, so that... With that there, I think we can take off this side fuel tank and this rack. Oops. No, don't put it back on. You away. You little shit. Okay.
Yeah, I need storage space, miss. Yeah.
Fuck. This stuff's too big. Okay, you can go sideways. You can go down here. Ta-da! So it looks like I need to repair you, actually. Will you repair in here? Okay. Weird. Now that that's out of my hands, let us... Okay, I can't do that. Well, if it's gonna be that way... Oops, what did I do? Oh, I put it in my inventory. That's confusing. Alright, you go there. I'll put the lightning on this side. I'll move the storage over here. Because then I can do 2 separate storage things over here. And that will make more logical sense, putting them together at least. Because now, because I originally put it... And this is the side of the car I spent the most time on. But I put the gas there because it was just next to the gas. But now I can put the gas in the door. Which is slightly more hassle to reach, but I also don't need it most of the time. Do I have another backseat tank? Side storage. Now I can put a second side storage over here, which is, at this point, just overkill, but at some point it might be a really cool and smart thing I did, instead of an embarrassing thing I did. And I'm looking forward to that exoneration one day. I got a lot of putty, so I'm doing okay there. I don't think I charged you. I apparently don't have quirks right now, so that's good. I'm not currently quirked up. Let's go ahead and make a putty. Just to do storage, just to do my in-shop repairs. This menu's getting long. Come eat some chemicals with me. Come eat some chemicals. My car got a bit fucked up at the end there. This wheel over here. Not the wheel. The wheels are always doing fine, surprisingly. Steel bumper. Do, 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 do. I don't know why I keep going from the bottom. That's not the right bit, is it? No, it's you that I need to heal. What is damaged? Back panel. Ah. I missed it. What's that dot? What's that dot mean? What's going on over there? Is there a thing on this thing? Oh, it's cracked. Oh, somebody cracked it up. Oh, shit. Who let that happen? This is me. I did it. Sealing kit. What colors are things again? All of the orange things are the tools. They're nice about color coding things in a helpful way. I don't have any sealing kits. It's the type of thing that I'd probably only do at the shop. And I think this thing, you fire it once and then it just like uses up the whole thing. Ta-da! That's a goofy object. Alright, and then we will fuel this fucker up. Yeah. So that's the new big gas tank, which has more capacity than the old bonus gas tank. I think you still need some more? Yeah. So much gas. Alright, so my gas capacity is higher than ever before. And if this is anything like the other one, I think it plugs directly. Yeah, there's a little pipe implying it's plugging directly into the other thing. So it definitely seems like these ones you install are expansions of your gas tank. And you don't have to manually get gas in and out of them the way you do with your other canister. I have not healed myself. Thank you, to-do list. You're so helpful. I like the to-do list feature in this game. It helps me make sure I do like my whole... all of my tasks that I need to do between runs before I just go out there unprepared and having fucked everything up. Granted, maybe that might be the more authentic survival experience, is having a to-do list that you have to self moderate on, and the moment you fuck it up, you're like, well, time to live with those consequences. They gave me another putty when I just made more. It's fine, I'll stack it. Whew, okay. I think we're doing good. I have all of my tools, but not very good. I might want to just preemptively craft my replacement tools. Because I do have all the storage now. And I'll just keep them in the car instead of on my person. And I'll nab them up when I need to. Because as far as like actual stuff goes, I'll probably be putting most of my stuff in this nice little side storages. And just be putting the big stuff in there. And all these should break relatively soon, so I won't really regret having pre-crafted them. Because soon they'll just be my real inventory. Alrighty. Alright, so now the question is... where do we go next?